the government debt problem is a long-term problem. It's not a problem of 2011, 2012. It's a problem of the next 8 decades. And what you need is a framework that says over the next decades, we, the government, are going to behave in such a way that will keep this under control. Now, that's not easy, given how politics works, given that there are elections every 4 years. It's hard to talk about a long-term framework, but that's what is needed. There's absolutely no need to cut spending today or to raise taxes today. The need is to have that framework that says over the next 80 years, we'll do a good job as opposed to over the last 3-4 decades.
But everybody's so anxious. I mean, in the UK, they want to make a huge cut in the deficit in 4 years, which seems almost impossible.
It is impossible, and I think that's a reaction to two things. One, sometimes markets seem to be asking for more, and politicians feel that they need to do more than what they're doing. And second, you have the usual ideological discussions about what the role of the government should be, and certain parties will take advantage of this crisis to try to impose their views on society. So those who like small governments, they'll try to push for an agenda now, which is cut spending, reduce government size.
Meanwhile, jobs aren't being created and nobody's really taking care of the social aspect.
Correct. If obviously with that type of policy, we're not helping at all on the unemployment front.
What would it take to help on the unemployment front?
I think at this point, the two things one can do. One is, in most of these economies, we're suffering from low demand. So we have a crisis of demand. So by the government being a little bit more aggressive on fiscal policy, which is a little bit the opposite than they're doing, I think it could obviously help the labor market. The other one is try to understand in some countries you have not just a lack of demand, but you also have a mismatch between workers and companies that need to hire. Some sectors have disappeared, other sectors will have to come up. So we need also labor market policies that bring some of these people back into the labor market.